I'm in Scranton, Pennsylvania right now. What I'm trying to do is hitchhike across to the US with $0.
I was on Memphis Most Wanted for that shit.
So I definitely just heard gunshots out on the street. Yesterday I bought a train ticket, and from there I functionally had $0 spending money after that. And I set some ground rules, which is that I'm not starting with nothing because I'm not interested in starting with nothing again. I've done that before and it's just tedious. So I will be able to bring stuff from home, stuff that will make me money, like this guitar I can busk. I tend to not like to ask for money, but whatever anyone offers, I will gladly accept. And I want to like dumpster dive. Generally speaking, I don't find it ethical to steal things, so no stealing. That's another thing. And I'm not using any sort of government assistance, SNAP, whatever, but I will try to make use of food banks. Other than that, I'm gonna try to busk, find day work, and accept food from whoever. So yeah, hopefully it works out. What happened since then. So from Newburgh, New York, I walked across the bridge into Beacon. From Beacon, I cut across a golf course, and then someone picked me up in their golf cart, and that was my first ride of the trip. Then this older lady, she picked me up from there and drove me out to Port Jervis, this little town in New York. I got to skip all of New Jersey, which was clutch. Camped out by the river there, and went out to the farmer's market in the morning, and they gave me these $20 food vouchers for produce, fruits and veggies. Still do have a little bit of food left from home. I'm not feeling the effects of hunger yet, but I'm sure by like day 5 or 6, if I'm not able to keep up with my stuff, I probably will. I made it down Highway 84. Some dude in his Winnebago gave me a ride out to just the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. From there I got picked up by a FedEx driver, and now I'm out in Scranton. This is day 2 of the adventure. I'm either going to be dead by the end of this or completely a new person, way healthier than I was in the past. Damn, wasn't even really looking, but we got the come up. Alright, finally found something I can eat. Just because I can doesn't mean I should. It's probably gonna make me feel gross after, but at least we got some corn tortilla kind of pizza situation going on, and then some beef under that. All right, I very much do not want to be in Scranton anymore. I know I only just got here, but already this is not my kind of Rust Belt town. There's not a whole lot going on around here, not a whole lot to do. Saturday night, it was really dead. I slept in, by the way. I was just so exhausted from yesterday. I didn't realize, but must have woken up at 1 p.m. I'm gonna try to hit the church here, see if they have food or know anywhere that has food. And I found this cart, so life is okay. Only thing is, I'm a teeny bit, not even hungry. You know, I had like some corn, I'm okay on that, but I would like to have some food for later. All I really wanted was food for the next few days, and I hit this resource center for lunch. That's enough food for the day, and then this church opened up to me and they had lots of fruits and vegetables, so I'm pretty solid on food for the next few days. Water, honestly, I'm kind of heavy with stuff. And yeah, next step is trying to get out of here. All right, about to try to get the fuck out of Scranton. Wherever I end up, or whatever ends up happening, I just know the timing is going to be perfect for whoever I meet and whatever happens. So if something doesn't work out, it's probably because it's all leading to something else good that's going to happen. That's my attitude anyway. So pro tip, even in my very short lifetime of doing this, I know that you got to have a very high contrast sign that people can read from anywhere. So black on brown is not the vibe. Don't use black Sharpie. Try to use white or silver or even blue tape. Contrast is going to come out better. People are blind, they need to see from far away. Yeah, you got to get used to seeing a lot of this. This is the sign, this is the vibe. All right, within 5 minutes, got a ride in this dude's Tesla, which is nice. It drops me off in the middle of nowhere. It's usually a good spot to get picked up. For all practical purposes, I'm in the town of Chinchilla, but I might as well be in the middle of fucking nowhere because I have no idea what the hell anything or anywhere is. All right, whole lot of road. Got another ride out to the Poconos. It's a little east, but that's cool. I just needed a change of scenery. Oh, and look at that, dead deer. All right, this is terrible. Everything's terrible. I'm lucky I'm not more drenched, honestly. So I'm just posted up under this like Bando gas station thing, little shell. Probably gonna lay out my pad here for the night or whatever, or under that little spot. But yeah, it's pretty nasty out. And honestly, I wasted too much time. Started to try to get out of the city around like 4 or 5. I really got to start on my 5 a.m. shit once the sun's rising, you know. Tomorrow there'll be time for that, but it's also going to rain mad hard. So, oh, such is life. Just hope I don't get stuck here. All right, things that are lame. It's raining, so I mean, good luck trying to get a ride out in these kind of conditions. The cops are literally right there, state troopers on the fucking side of the road, so that might affect people wanting to give me a ride. I mean, at very least, I do have some shelter here, which is cool. But it's gonna rain all tonight, which overnight is fine, but it's gonna rain kind of throughout tomorrow too, which is gonna make getting a ride out hard. I'm so tempted to just go into the Exxon and spend money, but that would kind of defeat the whole purpose of the whole experiment of not spending money. So yeah, on this $0-ish. Man, this Exxon across the street is making me want to act up what I wouldn't do for just some like processed food or snacks or just garbage to put inside of myself. Instead, I have to content myself with the stupid vegetables that I have. The farmer's market potatoes and scallions and actual healthy stuff I should be eating. The only reason I even want to spend money is not that I don't have food or that I like can't make it without. It's just pure marketing at this point. I'm really on monk mode though. The only reason I even want to try to spend money here is purely psychological. I truly do not have to spend money at all. They have functioning outlets outdoors so I can charge my phone and shit. So that is coming in clutch right now. I literally have $0 cash, have had $0 cash. And I'm good on food for the next few days, but who knows, you know, how long this is gonna run and when my luck will run out. Okay, slept in that corner maybe 3 hours and not at all restfully. I kind of had to admit to myself that I was not gonna fall asleep and just accept that. And of course, now that the sun's rising, this is when my body decides that it starts to want to get tired. Okay, got another ride within 30 minutes, maybe just 10 miles down the road, but still progress. I am out here, dude. I literally don't know where I am ever. All right, morning of day 4. Glad I started early. Gonna use the most of the daylight and just fucking mob until nighttime and then sleep at night like a normal person when I'm finally tired. Reset my whole sleep schedule, make some miles in the day. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I don't know where the fuck I am, but it is pretty. So I'm in Hazleton, Pennsylvania right now with my fucking Burger King hat. Very nice lady just picked me up and she gave me $20. So I'm operating on the first cash that I have. So we went from 0 to 20, baby. Amazing lady. I will definitely like repay all of this karma when I get back for sure. It's very much needed. But the fact that I even made this progress is amazing, and hoping to continue to make more. So you may be wondering why I'm not getting video of the rides, and that's because there's just so many short rides of like 5 to 15 to 50 miles. I don't think any of them have been longer than like 45 miles, honestly. All right, so I'm definitely not going to get a ride hitching out like this with my camera out, but this is just so you can see POV, what it looks like from my perspective. I got my sign out, cars are gonna see this, and normally I do a little wave, thumb, turn in the direction, give them a nice smile. You gotta turn your foot too, so like this. And most of them drive by. You can't take it personally. I'm eating these fucking donuts on the side of the road. Couldn't get a ride. Try again tomorrow. It's another day. Oh yeah, try to finish this before I get eaten by mosquitoes. So just out of pure curiosity, I checked out the Craigslist rideshare for the area, and I sent this response. I said, hey there, I'm currently in Reading, PA, and Hitching, Pennsylvania has been slow going. If I don't get a ride out of here, I'd consider taking a ride as far west as you're willing to take me. I have some Newport cigarettes, $10 cash, and other than that can provide stories, company, and songs on my guitar. Stay in touch. You can text me at... So that dude I hit up on Craigslist ended up turning me down hard. He was like, I'm going south, not west, even though he mentioned he was going to Tennessee, which is west for me. And also that $10 was way too little and wouldn't even cover gas, so he seemed to be offended by me lowballing him, but what I got is what I got. I've been using these apps like Burger King and Wendy's and whatever for their promo deals, so I can get a little extra stuff. Unfortunately, none of them have like free things. You always have to buy something first, which is why I hadn't been able to get anything from mad long. But now I have tons of offers through those apps, so I got like tons of extra food. And I was digging through the trash. Guy gave me $1 too. So for whatever I spent on Wendy's and BK today, I'm still up 15 bucks. So life is good. Probably shouldn't be saying that in one of the poorest towns of America, but I don't know, people here have been super nice, super friendly, and I'm definitely genuinely curious to check it out more. Life update is my usual life update, which is I'm on the side of a road in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna try to get a ride west out of here. And what happened today? This couple picked me up, dropped me off in Lancaster, I want to say. Then the cops picked me up for being on the side of the highway. They drove me 5 miles, and then another guy drove me another 20 up here. And I'm just trying to go as far west as I can go. Good to start early though, you make more distance. Probably like 50 pounds of gear. My nerves really hurt. My arms and my feet definitely need a break. All right, my other sign was getting so beat up, I just had to get a new one, but good contrast, high visibility. I want people to be able to read my thing from like a mile away. Last night, as I rolled into this town, essentially I'm not too far from like Maryland or West Virginia, so I'm really hoping to get to a different state today. Yeah, hopefully can put some more mileage in. Right now I'm just charging my phone. I'm down to about $3. I still got some rice and some pasta, so that's decent. Gotta wash my bowl, gotta wash myself a little bit. But yeah, I got stuff to do. As I continue to walk around the roads of this godforsaken country, woke up in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Got a ride from this older dude into Maryland, and from Maryland, the little corner I was waiting on, I was waiting there for an hour. Some dude came by and hooked it up with food, drinks, and a shower. So once I stepped out looking all clean, I got a ride within literally 3 minutes of me flying my sign. So guess there's something to that. Got to shave a little bit, and yeah, now I think I'm looking pretty decent. So far it's been local roads and it's been really slow, unfortunately. So trying to make some mileage, get out to West Virginia if I can. That would be swell. It would be my second time out there, and I've heard hitching there is a lot easier. So that's kind of my goal for the day, if I can make it there, or at least get 1 or 2 more rides with the daylight that I have left. Once again, got food for another day or 2, depending up to how I ration it. No cash left anymore, so spent my last $3 on donuts this morning. Still haven't gotten a chance to busk, but I will do that the soonest opportunity I get. Fuck. All right, gotta grab that. Back before New York City made graffiti what it is today, people were just out here in the 70s tagging the names of bands, 70s and 80s. So right here, you'll see the tag Heavy Metal and Guns N' Roses on this pole. That's just what people wrote back then. It was probably pretty punk to do back then. Now, no one cares. And as you'll see behind me, I think you'll see it behind me, fucking second time, cops called on me. So, oh, fuck this shit. So I really don't know what I'm gonna do from here, honestly. All right, so life kind of sucks right now. So right now what I could do is I could try to grab a ride for the next like hour or so. I have daylight. I probably will not be successful anyway. I really want to just hitch out to fucking West Virginia, dude. It's literally 20 minutes away. Why is this shit so difficult? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like I've got some decent riverside camping for the night. Prefer that to trackside camping. Hopefully the mosquitoes aren't too much of a bother. And yeah, I've got, once again, food for a day or 2. Spent $5 on ice cream, which money well spent in my opinion. And I have $1 left over for whatever. So sometimes the way you got to approach life is, I got no more than $1 in my pocket and I'm ready to work. So I flew a sign, said I was looking for work. 2 people offered me work, but it wasn't day labor. It was stuff that I had to be around for a while for. And other than that, I earned myself $30 and some food. So right now I'm pretty equipped for the next couple days, I gotta say. That's nice, man. You can start your day with nothing and earn your way up, just playing guitar all day. There was another dude walking up this way, and I thought he might have been hitching or whatever, but I guess he was just walking the highways. I was gonna offer him something, but instead he gives me $1. And then he turns around, sees my sign, it's pointed west, and he's like, that's the way to go. And he gives me 20. So now I'm up like $50. Start out with like $1 in the beginning of the day. And yeah, I got a ride within 5 minutes of the last spot, and hopefully I can get another ride fairly soon here. People in West Virginia are pretty damn fucking friendly. Everything I'm seeing about this state is making me like it more and more. All right, just got picked up by this poly lesbian chick with a snake tattoo on her neck who was doing 2 tabs of LSD as she picked me up. So she was cool as fuck, needless to say. And we just had a dope conversation about music, and now I'm out here in, I think, Hagerstown. I'm gonna try to hit the interstate 81 south and try to make some miles, get some good distance going. Might have a slice of pizza first, but after that, I'm gonna try hitching a little bit. Hoping to beat the rain and make distance. Not much more to it than that. Got a ride with a trucker. A couple hours in, deeper into Virginia, closer to the Tennessee border. Originally I was going up to truckers asking them if I could get them coffee and cigarettes. No one took me up on my offer, and I was like, damn, I'm just gonna die in this gas station in nowhere, Virginia. But turns out, made it all the way out here. I'm trying to get a little farther so I can escape the rain because it's about to storm. Really ain't nothing out here. Finally made it out to Tennessee. First, this gay couple picked me up, dropped me off at the border in Bristol on the Virginia side, and then this dude picked me up who had some good hitchhiking stories. I'll recount them later, but for now, trying to head south while I got daylight. absolutely fucking destroyed by this rain right now. I'm sheltering under my sign, and I got about 30 minutes of daylight left for a ride, and it is fucking pouring hard. Oh man. This goddamn storm rolling in through the whole state of Tennessee Sunday. Tomorrow I should be good, and I should try to make as much miles as possible, honestly, but it's unavoidable. Even all the way out to Nashville, it's gonna fucking storm. So thunderstorms everywhere, literally no idea what I'm gonna do. Hopefully people will pity me enough that they'll give me a ride, as happened today, but who knows, man. So I'm not really a spiritual kind of person, and by not really I mean not at all, but there are two things I abide by. One is I live my life as if karma exists, and two is I like to ascribe to the idea that everything that has happened to me has led me to a certain moment, and I have to act as if it was meant to be. The nature here is cool and all, but I do miss proper cities. You might not identify with that, but I like both. And when I say proper cities, I mean like they gotta be fairly large, but they can't be shitty too. Like Scranton, Reading, yeah, those are like cities, but they're kind of, you know, shitty towns still. Oh yeah, I was gonna recount a story that this dude who picked me up today told me. He said he went hitchhiking up and down the East Coast, and back then he got into all kinds of shit. Like one of the dudes that he was hitching with like just escaped penitentiary, and another dude was this gay guy who tried to hit on him and like touch him and all that. And he talked about riding in the back of the soybean truck and just all kinds of crazy shit. And from what he was telling me, I'm like, damn, hitchhiking back when he did it in who knows, maybe 70s, 80s, 90s, sounds a hell of a lot more dangerous back then than now. And that's probably where all like those couple stories started and all that. Honestly, I feel like it's a lot safer now than back then. I think that was the problem, is that too many people would pick you up back then, and people were kind of indiscriminate with like one, who they pick up, and two, who they would ride with. So, you know, you do have to use good judgment in that case. But I do believe if more people did it, more people would do it, you know? So it'd be good to re-normalize that. Will we ever get to that state as a country? Who knows? I mean, we've been there before, and things go in cycles, so it very well could happen again. And hey, I'm keeping it strong, keeping it alive. Still got $2 left and enough food for about the next 2 days, and that's really all I need. Money is just a tool for food for me at this point. Yesterday I was up 50 bucks, didn't make a lot of miles, but today I made crazy miles. Probably pushed about 350 miles today. If I could consistently do that every day, I'd get to the West Coast in like a week. But you know, that'd be really lucky to like get a ride with a trucker every day. But the fact that I even made it down to Tennessee is a testament to my willpower, and that I haven't spent, or no, I spent money, but I haven't spent any of my like emergency money. I started out with zero, and all the money I have is money that I've made from here on in. So no savings, no anything, just start with nothing and ride it out for as long as fucking possible. And I've been riding it out. Gonna try to go to bed and hope to stay dry. It's about day 8 on the road. It is good to be in Tennessee. I hear good things about the landscape, and it is beautiful so far. We'll see how the people are. Well, time to move on. I got one of two options, which is either die here in the town of Jonesboro, or move on and try to get to Knoxville. So my actions are pretty clear from that point. So the thing about hitching is you end up spending hour and a half on the side of the road, and you're like, damn, I'm gonna die in this shitty small town. And then all of a sudden, nice older couple picks you up They don't have nothing to do. They just got breakfast, and now you're dropped off about 40 miles outside of Knoxville and much closer to getting to your destination. Oh my God, am I developing a fucking accent? I didn't had nothing better to do. Alright, gonna have a little breakfast Sammy, fly a sign, see where I can get. Alright, literally got a ride within maybe 5-10 minutes of standing at that spot, and now I'm within 20-ish miles of Knoxville. I was going to Pigeon Forge, Dollywood type area, a little touristy, so, and it's a little off track from the interstate. I figure I'm going to try to stay on the interstate for as long as I can and just stick with it. 40 West, Knoxville. Let's try to get it. All right, home stretch, 20 miles into Knoxville. I want to get into town, play some music, see the nightlife out there, and around nighttime, if I can get it, hop a train down to Memphis. But yeah, right now I really just want to get into town and re-up on food and money and all that. And Knoxville seems like the place to be, rather than middle of fucking nowhere. The one that I never expect to pick me up, and I don't even try. One, anyone with kids, it's kind of a lost cause. I give up immediately. And the other one is Karens. Anyone who looks like a Karen, you know the look usually. I don't even bother with them. How do you know when a woman's a Karen? Usually they have a certain, I mean, usually you just know, but I think certain identifiers like, and again, this is not unique to Karens, but all these things together indicates you may have a Karen. Especially the hair is a big one, hair tied up in kind of like a swirly bun, often sunglasses, often just the face looks like we'll never smile, which it's okay, you know, women don't have to smile and all that, but just like they kind of look nasty and won't look at you kind of thing. And sometimes the coffee cup in hand, I don't know, there's got to be like a visual primer on this. Great, now there was just a car crash, so there's a ton of cops and firemen over here and 2 crashed cars, so kind of blowing up my spot. I usually don't think cops bode well for me getting rides, but we'll see what happens. Really want to get the fuck out of here and into Knoxville. I don't want to melt here and die in this nothing fucking place. Maybe there is something to this manifesting shit. I told myself I wanted to roll into Knoxville by 3 o'clock, and I did. Some guy picked me up with Georgia plates. He came up from New York, just like me. And now I'm gonna plop down. Some nice dudes told me where to play and do some performing. All right, started the day with damn near nothing. I think, money-wise, from what I remember, ended with 47 bucks. I would say I'm doing pretty good for myself. Yeah, just plopped down in the square and did all that. Only thing is, I'm just trying to escape the storms. Got food out and water out until Memphis. If I can just grab the train that's going that way. So, probably gonna have to camp out under one of these MF bridges. Okay, so crazy fucking idea, and it's a little risky, but I'm thinking hide my shit in different parts of this truck and go see the town. This turns out it's unlocked. This would be crazy if I could pull this off successfully. Other thing is, can't be seen doing it. So I'm out here just trying to hit the bars and stuff, because that's a thing I like to do, even though I don't drink anymore. I like the ambiance of it, you know, listen to some live music, talk to some cool locals, and I get sidetracked, pun intended, and then end up finding this little thing. Hit the bando, so fuck yeah. Oh, sorry. Hello. Oh, I didn't know someone was in here. My bad. I'll leave you alone. I didn't realize this was your space.
No, sure, fine. I'll get this is a taker.
Sure. Yeah, I think I got like my own spot for the night, so I'm trying to be where it's not too busy, you know. But yeah, I'll give you some peace, you know. I don't want to barge in and all that. You take care. Oh yeah, I'll tell you right now. 8:18. Hey, can I ask you a question about the train situation? So I know there's trains rolling like that direction, which should be east. I heard there's trains rolling in the other direction, which should be west. Apparently there's one around like midnight-ish. Does that sound accurate? Yeah. I'll go see for myself around that time, but yeah, because it's trying to ride out of here eventually. All right, well, y'all take care. All right, trying to find a spot that doesn't charge cover. One, because obviously I'm trying to save money, but also a lot of these places that end up having a cover charge aren't even that good anyway. I used to drink socially for 5 years, then I stopped. Really easy to stop because I never developed the habit, just because of chronic vertigo, and I want to not feel like I'm dizzy all the time. None of these bars right now are striking my fancy. They all have a cover or some other problem with them that I can find. So yeah, I'll try 1 or 2 more spots, and if not, I may just literally hang by the railroad tracks and wait for my train. All right, I think I figured out the problem, which is that I just don't identify with any of the people here and what they like and what they do. You know, hunting, fishing, country music kind of thing, sports bars. It's just not my scene. And you know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with liking any of those things. It's just that's not the life I enjoy or know or grew up around. If life went a very different way, maybe I'd be that kind of person. Who knows? Something tells me I don't think so, though. So yeah, everything's been kind of a dub. None of the dancey spots have anyone dancing. All the karaoke shit is like modern country. So I don't know. It's just not my thing, and for a city of its size, I feel like it would be a little more poppin'. So I'm really hoping to catch this midnight train going west, if I can get it. But you know, always good to have a plan B and plan C, D, whatever, since hitching out on the 40 for the next 3 days of thunderstorms sounds like a nightmare. Hey, this is decent. I can lock the door so no one can get in unless they smash the window. Not too bad of a spot, I gotta say, if you don't mind sleeping at like a 70-degree angle. Okay, so the train that I need just stopped up ahead. I think I got a good like 10-minute window, if that, to grab the car I need. It's not going to be stopped for long. Fuck. I don't think I've ever run so hard for a train in my fucking life. I just do not want to be stuck here. Pretty sure this is the one I want going to Memphis. Jesus Christ. If I'm being honest, this might have been a lucky catch. I really hope this is going to Memphis. It should be. It has all the signs that it is. Dude, I was running like a motherfucker trying to catch this shit. Me with my fucking button-down shirt unbuttoned, my damn guitar case swinging on the side. This home bum shining his light on me, wondering what the fuck I was doing sprinting after the train. Didn't sleep so restfully in that truck, but it might have been for the best, because that, I guess, allowed me to, you know, wake up quickly on military fucking time. Anyway, I'll keep my phone on for a little bit longer just to make sure I'm going the right way. And probably gonna get soaked horribly in these rainstorms. So yeah, not looking forward to that, but at least making some distance and don't have to hitch out that whole fucking way. And of course, gotta do the typical YouTube train hopper thing where you make sure you're going the right way and the train takes the right split and you say, fuck yeah, we are going the right way, because we are. And fuck yeah, we are going the right way, haha. So I'm rationing half a gallon of water, a little bit of food, and 8% phone charge all the way to Memphis. Let's see how it goes.
Stare into the sun, stare into the sun. I'm gonna stare into the sun, stare into the sun. There ain't a cloud in the sky and nothing. I see the birds, they fly on something. This is the summer, it's the summer photocolor, baby. Ooh, ooh. The sun is shining down for lovers, but not for me, it shines for others. You took your love, babe, took your love, babe, now it's over. I'm feeling blue, 'cause love is gone. Yes, I lose, life goes on. Got a few tears to dry before these blue shade days are gone. And I can stare into the sun. I'm gonna swim in the seas of green. I tell you, I'm gonna run like I'm 17 forever. I see a rainbow, purple and gold, but it's covered.
I gotta say, after a long enough time hungry, you start getting less picky. This disgusting looking creamed chipped beef doesn't even sound too bad right about now. Probably about 15 miles from town, from Memphis. Gonna see if they got a little charger spot here and get some snacks and water in the morning and try to hitch out into town. All right, so I'm in this random church shed. Pretty much got no water left, so I'm just waiting on the Dollar General to open up at 8 o'clock. Normally I'd sleep outside, but there's just like thunderstorms rolling in at night, so I think I'll take the risk of getting shotgun blasted. Life update, I didn't get shotgun blasted here, but the longer you stick around in an area, the greater you increase your chances of doing so. So I'm gonna stretch, pack my shit, and get out. I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna hit the Dollar General across the street. I need snacks, I need water, because I am down to pretty much nothing at this point. I once again would like to reiterate, there ain't nothing out here. I really hope I can get a ride into town. Don't think it was supposed to rain today, but that's just how it goes. Gonna wait for this to die down and then try my luck getting to Memphis. Spent all my money on food basically just now. I don't care what the situation is, getting rained on sucks. If you're wet when you don't have to be wet, everything is just so much more lame. So you may be wondering how long it takes to get a ride. And the answer is it's really a range. Sometimes anywhere between 15 minutes and an hour and a half is about a good estimate for how long you can wait. But I've gotten picked up a couple times within literally 5 minutes. And I don't think I've had to wait too much longer than 2 hours to get picked up. But as you know, if you've ever waited 2 hours for anything, that can feel like forever. So, yeah, hoping to try to make some distance out of here. All right, made it out to the suburbs of Memphis. From here I can take a bus into downtown, see what it's about, charge my stuff, get food, make some money, all that. I really only have like $1 in cash, but I'm just gonna give them what I can and hope that they take me as far as they gosh darn can. Yeah, I was waiting there about 2 hours. I was starting to doubt anyone would ever pick me up, but a nice guy went and got me all the way here, so I'm very grateful. I've heard that it is not so easy to hitch out of here and that Memphis is not super friendly to travelers, so it might be time to just ride another train. There's the Mississippi over there. It's kind of halfway across the country in my estimation anyway. The fact that I made it this far in 10 days, I gotta say, pretty decent. Now to just lay down and find a place to fucking sit. Thank goodness my fingers aren't fat, because you would not believe the level of dexterity I needed to pull this off, of not even just getting to the plug, but actually plugging my phone in here. Conspiracy theory, government rocks. There are rocks all over, all around us. But you knock them as hard as you can, find out they're hollow. Turns out, nothing but a facade. See that? Aha! That didn't take any Superman strength. That shit barely weighed 10 pounds. I'm telling you, government rocks are everywhere. Let's see what we've got. Okay, some bread. What else? Yeah, the rest is no good, but we got some packaged bread. Scored some pickles. There's some fries in there too, but I don't really like the look of them. A single piece of bacon in here. Better than nothing, I guess. So I definitely just heard gunshots out on the street. And this is not exactly a hunting kind of territory. So, you know, people keep telling me, oh, be careful, you know, with these people. You're getting in the car with hitchhiking. But time and time again, I've found the streets to be way more sketchy than the road. Alright, I'm in some real rock in a hard place shit. So, hopped a train, went only 20 miles or so into this facility in the past 6 hours. And I know that it's gonna move eventually, but I don't think it's going to for another like 12 hours at least. I'm just laying down and a pool of sweat is forming under me that I can see when I get up from where I sit. So anyway, here I am just skittering from shady spot to shady spot like a roach, and it is a very, very hot yard. There is so much action going on, but luckily haven't been spotted yet, haven't been called in. Alright, it has been many hours and we still have not moved anywhere. I mean, we've shifted around a little bit, but other than that, running precariously low on water, and the heat index is about 105 degrees. So I'm gonna wait till it gets a teeny bit cooler and then try to get water some way. Might have to even sneak out the yard and get back in. There's not even any place to get water. I might have to like knock on doors of houses on some Jack London shit, honestly. Because I have just enough food to get me to the next town, but I cannot survive in this heat without water. So gonna come back to the yard. Once again, it's a very hot yard, so we'll have to be very sneaky getting in and out, and seriously don't even know what the water situation will be. All I know is I just have to get it, because otherwise this can't be where it ends, in this small town yard in Arkansas. Okay, so I just found someone's water that they left. The question is, do I trust it? And the other question is, do I have a choice? Take a little sip, see how it seems. Yeah, it's a little past the expiration, but if it's too suspicious, then I could wind up boiling it. Clearly it's remnants from some hobo jungle. So, guessing they were here around this time last year, because this says it was packaged in the winter, early winter 2021. Looks pretty clean, tastes decent. Whoever was here before, you don't know this, but you fucking saved my life. Alright, ended up catching this shit instead, just in the nick of time. No idea where we're going, except generally westbound. Let's fucking find out. Because those other trains were just not doing it for me. Damn, I got super tan. Found water just in the nick of time, didn't have to ask anyone. Everything was fucking delivered right on time. These middle of nowhere sunsets are really beautiful. Wow. You know, it's slow going with a lot of stops, but at least we are going. So, nothing to do but make some tea, enjoy the sunset, and just admire farm country. Alright, so I made it out to Little Rock. A lot of the mosquitoes that fucking swarmed me out at one field just decided to come along for the ride. So there were, not kidding, probably a cloud of like 200. I've not had it this bad since Florida. At least in Florida you kind of expect it. I just didn't think Arkansas would be the place. But those farm fields, man. Anyway, gonna find a little spot to pass out. Hopefully a mosquito-proof spot. And yeah, just rest when I can.